Rule number one, do it right and you won't have to do it twice. Rule number two, make sure you ready when you gambling with your life. Rule number three, remember karma, it'll come back and it bites. Rule number four, don't be scared to fail. You fail if you don't try. Rule number five, compete with self like you the only man alive. Gotta be focused on your goals, you can't be worried about them guys. Rule number six, I don't care how hard it get, you gotta strive. Rule number seven, pick a side, you can't be gambling with your pride. Rule number eight, like this shit.
All right. Let's okay. I usually don't do 2 videos in a week. Actually, it might be 3. I'm not even sure when was the last video posted. But I was doing some work today and I just got like a moment this weekend where I felt like I wasn't productive, if that makes sense. And I was just like thinking about it. And you know, there's times where, you know, you don't feel like doing anything, or you're unmotivated. And I think obviously with the whole injury thing, you know, I've been kind of in my own head because obviously it sucks. I went to see my massage guy and he worked on it today and he was like, yeah, like, just like take it easy. It'll get better though. But man, it was hurting so much when he was like playing with it or whatever. But yeah, I was talking to my coworker this weekend and we're very like similar person in terms of just mindset, and just obviously he's an entrepreneur as well. And I like to just, you know, call him, see where he's at, because I know he's probably working. Guy is literally always working. Like, he's always working. Sometimes he even does work for our work, or he'll like study. Like, he's always doing something. And sometimes I tell him like, yo, like, you know, at the same time you want to like enjoy life and everything, but like him, it's just like a different level of work. And you know, when now he's like doing social media because he wants to get leads that funnels his business. And you know, I've been there before where, you know, you're doing everything right, you're putting in, well, I mean, some people, I think you have this expectation because of the effort you're putting in, but then you're not getting the results. And it fries your mental health. Like, it's just how it is. It fries your mental health because, you know, you put in all this work, whatever, and then you get, you know, 5 likes and 100 views, and you're like, what? Like, what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? But that's part of the game. That's part of the hustle. It's part of the it's part of the industry, you know. And like, they're not just gonna give you algorithm, and that it just fries your head because you're just putting all this work and not really getting the result that you want. But I kept telling him like, yeah, you just need to keep posting, and you know, obviously social media is also a game of luck, and you just never know. You just never know when it's your turn, right? But you know, it's the reason I say that is because, you know, I think more and more, you know, people our generation are realizing that, you know, there's other ways of making money, and you know, the thought process of making money, obviously you have to enjoy it, and you know, money comes with a curse too. You know, there's proper money, there's scammy money, there's dirty money. At the end of the day, money is money, but be conscious of the consequences that comes with money. You know what I mean? So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, like, you know, even though you're going to be facing a couple road bumps on the road, sometimes you need to slow down a little bit. Slow it down. And, you know, today last night I did a little shoot, and then I went back home and I started writing down what today was going to look like, and everything was in the morning, right? I said I was going to wake up at like around like 8, because I wanted to do a bunch of shopping in the morning, just because less people in the store. I just get up, get some fresh air, and I did that. I went to a couple of stores, did my thing, and then I had to pack up a couple packages, fire that off through Canada Post at 12, but before that went through my massage. So, I got a lot of stuff done, just to not say I did something this weekend, but just, I really had to like slow down yesterday and really think about, like what the fuck was I doing this weekend? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just felt unproductive. Kind of felt like I was being in my old ways. Like I could just tell something was off, and like I just woke up from a nap. That's not really something that I would be doing, to be honest. But then again, I worked out late on Thursday, and like, if you do something out of your routine, for me it messes up my next couple of days, you know what I mean? And sometimes you have to do things that you're not really not happy, but like just like you wouldn't be doing normally. Obviously Andre was in the city, so I wanted to be there, but sometimes you have to just realize, like, if you're gonna be doing this, this is gonna affect this and this later on, or for your days, whatever. Anyways, I don't know. I just wanted to make a quick video here just to chit chat. I was just in the mood to just talk, and summer's almost done, and this chap, like, I feel like you haven't enjoyed summer. I have been enjoying summer this year compared to last year. I feel like last year, like, there was a lot going on last year too. Like, there's a bunch of stuff happening with some of our sponsorship last year. Like, I remember just like, it was like go, and I'm not gonna lie, like the grind was awesome the first couple months of the summer, and then obviously it kind of hit a road bump in August. But yeah, the grind was fun, but I didn't really enjoy summer. Like, I didn't go to the cabin as much as I wanted to. Yeah, it was yeah, I don't know, it was different than this year. This year I felt like, I got time to go to the cabin with my family, and just little things I wanted to do, like I did this summer. And summer's not done. I still have a couple months here before work starts picking up, because I also have, there's work slows down in the summer, and then it starts picking up around like September, and when it picks up, lots of events to go to, so I mentally have to be prepared for that. But yeah, I've been enjoying summer, and it's been fun and been focused, getting shit done. Social media has been going good on the business account, but there's still a couple of things I want to do better. And right now, to be honest, algorithm has been very bad. It's been tough, just because I don't know if you guys know, but if you're trying to grow on Instagram, especially, Instagram are changing their ways into more of like SEO, which means like doing captions like brick by brick. You're not gonna catch algorithm as if you were to maybe put a phrase or keywords. It's tough. I mean, AI helps a lot for that, but it's tough because now they're really trying to get away from hashtags. And I still feel like hashtags, if it works for your account, still do it. But they're really pushing like, we don't want hashtags. We want keywords, and now your account can be searched through Google based on keywords, right? So it's tough, because keywords means you're you have a niche, and then just content creators say don't be like, don't have a niche, just post whatever you want, and like you'll grow. So it's constant battle of like what am I supposed to do. It's easy like when you don't overthink it. Like one of the things we do is we just go in the last 3 months, and then there's a thing where like you go in insights. I'm not sure what I click after, but I know show like all your reels, and then you can click followers, and then you can see which reels that you've got the most followers from. And then and I think I saw a video on that. Somebody, I think Alex Eubanks was explaining that too. But you look at that, and then you basically recreate the same reels. Like it's not that complicated. Same reels, same sound, pretty much same caption, and yeah, like people will just resonate with those posts. Trial reels has been really cool too. I'm not gonna lie, and I've been honestly been loving trial reels because it's like, okay, if your community is not engaging with your content now, especially that algorithm is not that good, just do trial reels and you'll be introduced to a new demographic of people. So, and those people will most likely follow you as well. I think in the last, I want to say 10 days, on one of the accounts, we probably got like 1.4K followers. Yeah, it's been working, so we're gonna keep pushing, and yeah, we're almost at 50K followers now, so it's been going good. But I think when you look at the grand scheme of things, followers is not everything. I think followers helps obviously with pushing your content through algorithm, but at the end of the day, it's how can you engage your community. I think that's the toughest part. We do, well, to a certain degree, I would say. Not everybody will leave a comment on our post, not everybody will leave a like, but on average, we have a pretty strong community. And I've seen it before just because when I posted this one picture once, just the amount of comments that we got, it was like, man, like people care and people really appreciate our work. So I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to creating content and building a platform or building a community. And that's a little bit of just a little bit of things that, you know, I found that worked. And, you know, talking to other content creators, it helps understanding, you know, what are they doing? What are they realizing that could work for you as well? I had a great conversation with Carlos at the gym the other day, and he's struggling a little bit with his social media, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's part of, again, you know, it's part of building. And we were talking, I started telling him some stuff, and he like had no clue that those little things had an impact on your account. And I was telling him like, yeah, dude, like it's crazy. Like it's, people don't know this, but it's crazy. And the only reason why, and honestly, I should be doing like social media manager, but as in, I don't even do the content, because I was trying to do both with Meister Film, and it doesn't work really well, because it's tough, because when you have a client that's not engaging with you, it's tough to grow. You have to be 110% in, and if you're not, it just doesn't work. To be honest, it doesn't work. But I was telling him a couple things, and he was just like, bro, like, how do you know all this? And the guy that I went to Faroe Island with, well, not with, but I met him there, he's the one that is telling me all of this. I saw him, and again, he's been doing social media for like 7 years, and only after like 5 years he blew up. But he used to work for Instagram, so, and we're good friends. So he was just telling me like how algorithm is calculated, and he showed me a trick. Whatever. But yeah, he showed me a trick, and this trick gets millions and millions of views. And then once I started using this trick, I started noticing growth. To be honest, I started actually noticing growth, and it works. Like, it actually works. And also, when there's new updates, he has a friend that obviously works still with Instagram. He'll message him and ask, like, so what do we have to do as content creators? And then he'll tell him, and then he tells me, and that's how I'm keeping up with some of the trends, the algorithm, blah blah blah. There's also that other question where it's like, well, should you have more followers or more views if you know all the trends in the algorithm? Well, again, like, Ashton Hall did not blow up until years and years of doing it. Like, that's what I mean. That's why I say, like, the followers do matters, because once you hit 50K plus or 100K plus, it's the snowball effect. You just grasp into the algorithm. Even when you have an account at 200K, it doesn't just go to 300K overnight. Like, you have to post, but the post has to be very strategic in order for you to be at 300K. So for people that says, well, shouldn't you be at X amount? It's a game of luck. It's still a game of luck. Like, I mean, we've got a video that has 60 million views. It's not a lot of people that can say that they can pull views like that. Like, 60 million views. Put that shit in your head. That's a lot of views, right? We recently just got another one, 16.2 mil. And like, in a week after, I think we got like 15.3. Like, still good numbers, good results. But at the end of the day, I think the quality of the followers matters, because if you want to funnel leads for your business, you can have 100K followers and have zero engagement. You're posting stuff like, hey, buy this or buy that. Maybe one or two people buy it because, again, they're not quality followers. And I think that matters in the long term. And it does matter for us, because when we do paid collaboration, our engagement is always above 5 million. And to be above 5 million, that's a lot. Not a lot of people have that on their accounts. So, for us, it's the noise is just noise. We know we're doing it right, and we're on the right track, and we're seeing growth. But for the long term of what we envision, me and Ty, it's quality over quantity, because quantity will only last for the short term. It won't last long term. So it's all little things you got to think about, especially when you're in business. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to chit chat. I'm gonna go work out. Again, nothing crazy. It's Sunday. I just want to move my body a little bit, just because it's not good just icing my leg and not moving. So we're gonna go in there, maybe do a little bit of a chest day, maybe an arm. Nothing too crazy. Stretch. Yeah, we're gonna go in the gym. Really focus. Put the headphones in. I think we're just gonna get in and get out, and that'll be the workout for today. And then after that, I'll come back here, sit down on my laptop, and send a bunch of emails to a couple brands and stuff, because I want to line up a couple more paid collaboration or brand collaboration for the next upcoming weeks. And Monday, tomorrow, just go hard and reset and forget about this weekend, and keep working.